From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are live at 6 a.m. Temperatures are very, very warm this morning, but don't let that fool you. We are actually going to end up being cooler. Relatively cooler, I should say, this afternoon compared to the last few. We are going to be starting our trend on the downward side of the temperatures for the rest of the week and into the weekend, and I'll tell you what that means for the weekend forecast. But just know that if you have been itching for some relief from the heat, it is coming. Now, it's not any sort of significant relief by any means, but hey, we will take anything that we can get. So let's go ahead and pop you up into live Viper Doppler radar. I'll go ahead and switch sources right now this morning because we are mostly dry, but we do have just a few light spotty showers out just to our west. Very, very light rainfall if it is even reaching the ground. Again, we are dry here locally in the Tennessee Valley, but at this time we are looking, again, mostly cloudy, not much sunshine for this morning, and that's why we're just not going to be as warm today compared to yesterday. It's still going to be a warm day across the Tennessee Valley. It is still late July, rest assured, but we are going to start to see some relief from that intense heat. In fact, no heat advisories or heat warnings in effect for today, which is certainly some good news. But we'll go ahead and switch it over to our Arctic Air Heating and Air Conditioning Skycam network right now. We are looking okay, but like I said, cloud cover is here for the morning, and it will be here with us for the rest of the morning and at least the first part of the afternoon. So we are going to start off gloomy for today, but again, this is why we are not going to be quite as intense in the heat department. So overall, not a bad start to the day. Again, mostly dry for now, but a few spotty thunder showers expected for the rest of today, including the rest of this morning and then into the afternoon as well. Temperatures, we are still in the 80s for some of us. 81 in Florence in the Quad Cities, 81 in Moulton, Savannah checking in at 81 as well. Rocket City at 80 degrees. The cool spot this morning just in the mid 70s. Lewisburg checking in at 75. Everybody else in the upper 70s. So this is one of the warmest mornings we've had all summer. Again, we are not going to get too much warmer than this. I'm talking maybe about 10 degrees warmer than this by this afternoon, but still a warm start to the day, just not that intense heat by the afternoon. And that's because we are going to continue to see spotty showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two move in for the rest of this morning and afternoon. So grab the rain gear just in case. Not going to be a washout of a day by any means. The more southwest you are in our viewing area, the higher your rain chance, but still just isolated at that. You see just those spotty showers moving through about lunchtime and a few hours after. By 3 o'clock, we should be starting to dry out as any sort of moisture moves southward, and then we do see a little bit of sunshine for the second half of the afternoon, and that is when we could get up into those upper 80s to lower 90s to reach our high temperature for today. So again, a little bit of a gloomy start to the day. The sun will be back, will warm us up into those upper 80s to lower 90s, but then we say goodbye to the rainfall. Any sort of thunderstorm activity should stay to the south of us for the rest of the evening and overnight as we are dry for tonight, mostly clear. In fact, temperatures falling back down into the upper 60s to lower 70s. So starting off tomorrow morning, about 10 degrees cooler than we're starting off this morning. And guess what? Thursday looking dry. That is something that I'm very excited to say about for late July here in the South in the Tennessee Valley. A rarity to have a completely dry day, but that is what we have in store for your Thursday. So if you are still on summer break and you have some free time, Thursday would be a great day to go outside, enjoy it, hit up the park, hit up the pool, whatever you may want to do. We have high pressure nearby, again, pushing all of that rain and storm activity to our south, and we are dry in the Tennessee Valley for Thursday. Certainly some good news and a welcomed change. Still going to be warm, but just not seeing those intense heat index values or feels like temperatures for Thursday and Friday. Friday looking mostly dry as well. High pressure, though, moving off to the east. That is going to allow rain and storms to move in with our next weather maker as early as Friday night and into a Saturday. So Friday night is when rain does return to the forecast, but for Friday And all things considered there, any sort of outdoor plans you may have should be okay. It's not until later in the evening and overnight where we start to see rain and storms move in. So Thursday, Friday looking dry, but then for the rest of the weekend looking a little bit soggy with scattered thunderstorms for your Saturday, and they will be sticking around Sunday as well, and even sticking around into next week. Temperatures, yes, still warm. Yes, we are still in mid-July into early August. It's going to be hot. We can't really get around that, but we're not seeing 90s. We are just seeing 80s, upper 80s for the next few days, and then mid 80s paired with that increase in rain and storm chance heading into the weekend and next week. So temperatures not all that unbearable for the rest of the week, which is certainly some good welcomed news. Again, if you need to, just grab the rain gear just in case this morning. We have just a few spotty showers that will be moving through for the rest of this morning in the first part of the afternoon, so it wouldn't hurt to grab it as you head out the door. Temperatures in the upper 70s this morning. Again, not increasing too much too quickly early on because of that cloud cover. Those isolated thunder shower chances continue through about mid-afternoon, and then we should be drying out by about 4 or 5 o'clock completely for the entire viewing area. Again, temperatures will eventually get up into those upper 80s with the sunshine kind of peeking back out after much of the moisture sags to our south, and then we are going to be dry for the overnight. Dry for your Thursday as well. Temperatures stay in the upper 80s for your Thursday as well as Friday. Again, Thursday and Friday day looking dry. Friday night, overnight, we will see rain and storms start to move in, and they will be here for the rest of the weekend and even into early next week. Temperatures will be slightly cooler. Again, we're still going to be warm, still a little sticky in the air. We can't really avoid that here in late July and early August, but hey, at least we're not dealing with 90s anymore for the next several days. So any sort of good news, I will share it with you anytime that I can. Let's look at your latest forecast on this Wednesday. Again, isolated thunder showers through about mid-afternoon. So grab the rain gear just in case for today. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.